Ah, greetings, beautiful souls. Welcome to Lit. This is an all signs reading for the full moon in Aries. Please read the description box. I left information as to what this full moon is bringing with it. Okay, so let me get into the channel. Okay, well, I'm going from Aries all the way to Pisces. There we go. All right, so let me get my ink pen. And also, I'm doing a 2-card spread. I've never done this spread before, but it really is in alignment with the full moon energy of, Aries full moon. So the spread I'm doing is called The Fire Within, and it's a 2-card spread. I will be asking the questions, which I need to add to the description box as well about this 2-card spread. What passion or desire have I been suppressing? Okay. And how can I express it unapologetically? And the purpose for this spread is because, excuse me, the full moon in Aries illuminates what's being hidden, right? And because this fire is burning away at what no longer serves us and fuels us with the courage to step into our truth. So with the full moon in Aries, it's time to release fear, claim our independence, and express ourselves unapologetically. So basically, that's where this spread came from. All right. So let's get started. I'm leaving my ringer on because I need to for, safety purposes at this time. But we shouldn't get many distractions. Matter of fact, let me just turn the volume down. Because, So, Aries, welcome to Lit. This is your full moon reading in your sign. So, I'm going to get started with this 2-card spread, okay? And I can take jumpers or I can, intuitively pull cards. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to get the cards I need to get. But we're not taking jumpers today. I'm going to lay the cards face down after I choose them intuitively. And I'll turn them over as I get to them, like I did the last. I think it was the solar eclipse reading. I think I did it that way. All right. So, Holy Spirit, passion or desire has Aries been suppressing? Passion or desire has Aries been suppressing? And how can Aries express it unapologetically? How can Aries express this passion or desire unapologetically? Okay, I apologize for that, Aries. My video froze. I have the 2 cards out already, and I'm pulling your oracle message, Aries. So, first card or position, what passion or desire has Aries been suppressing? 8 of Pentacles. So, Aries, you have been suppressing diligently, focusing in on a passionate project, a passion project, or working diligently towards I'm really getting like a passion project here. This is something you desire to work on, but you have been suppressing getting it done, working on it. Eight of Pentacles in the Light Seer Tarot also speaks about putting the Meraki into what you do. And the Meraki, I can't remember what language that stemmed from, but that's so powerful about the Eight of Pentacles, which means your love, your soul, and your an energetic essence into your work, and bring it in a consistent, methodical way, perfecting your craft, and imbue joy into the repetitive things that you find yourself doing. So that's what you have been suppressing, Aries. Let's clarify Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about moving forward with a project, a passion project in particular. It may be writing. It may have to do with some art. Some of you may want to do something with some herbs I'm seeing here, plants, maybe medicine, apothecary type of thing. Some of you have a desire to be like an herbalist. Some of you studying. Some of you writing a book actually. And yeah, making progress in this action. Okay. Dang, I meant to look at the bottom of the deck, but I guess I didn't need to. So, how can you express it unapologetically? Knight of Cups. Okay. So what I'm seeing Spirit is saying is you need to make a connection with the projects that you're working on, emotionally. There's like this disconnect here where I think is you lacking focus. So clarify the Knight of Cups, Holy Spirit. Yeah. So Temperance is at the bottom of the deck. Sagittarius energy. And Spirit is saying balance out those emotions, because clarifying the Knight of Cups, you have the Four of Cups. And if you look closely, he looks disinterested, right? So I'm looking at this Knight of Cups. He got the roses. He has like the picnic spread right here. And it's something about romanticizing the idea of whatever this is that you're working towards, or you're desiring to work towards. To get yourself connected into this project or these projects that you have on the table to work on. But I also feel as though that this is in alignment with your purpose. Whatever this work is, whatever these projects are, they're in alignment with your purpose. And it's definitely time to begin to put forth the action to begin to complete these projects, to put forth the effort to complete the projects. Because at this point, you're just stagnant, standing still, sitting still, not really moving forward in it. And the Chariot is quite the opposite energy. Okay. You're moving forward in purpose. Yeah, because it's like your emotions towards these things or the feelings that you have about it, there needs to be an expansion about with this. There needs to be an expansion in the passion. So it's lacking that fervor, fire. And if you are doing something now, working on projects or working towards something goal wise, Spirit is also encouraging you to put more of your energy and passion into it. Okay, Aries. So let's see what oracle message you have. Wonder, all transcendence and reverence. Okay. And this card reads, oh, I'm looking for all. And it's wonder. The experience of wonder makes life magical. All transcendence, reverence. There is a primal and childlike joy that comes from the experience of wonder. It is the beginner's mind. We think we know so many things, but all of our so called knowledge is based on conditioning and memory. This habitation and acculturation create a somewhat mundane experience where we forget to see the magic in the everyday. So let me stop right there. That's what it is. It's like spirit wants you to feel amazed and get a sense of childlike wonder and excitement about what you're working on, Aries. Okay. Um, don't just look at it as or allow it to be some mundane task that you're doing. So to invite wonder into our experience expands our capacity for the mystical, for the miracles that life has to offer. So many things are worth our attention and wonder. There is the perfection of a flower in bloom, the incredible transformation of a caterpillar into a butterfly, the gurgles and laughter of a baby. Let the childlike curiosity that resides within explore the world with new eyes. Allow the magic of the world to be witnessed. This card is an invitation from the universe to take a deeper look at what seems commonplace and discover the simple wonder of life. Allow yourself to be vulnerable to your own childlike innocence. Explore your world with a new curiosity. Do something fun, go on an adventure, do something spontaneous. This may be as simple as going on a hike and paying close attention to the plant and animal life. Do something out of the ordinary. You can invite wonder into your life with a simple act of curiosity. So, Aries, your affirmation is I feel the infinite wonder of every passing moment. I am in constant awe and amazement in the beauty and love that are this life. So, yeah, it's total alignment with this energy of what passion or desire have you been suppressing, and how you can express it unapologetically. Get into the magic of what you're doing, Aries, and um, imbue it with your spirit. You know what I'm saying? That magic and sense of wonder and awe. Okay. I hope that helps for you, Aries, for the new moon in your sign. Thank you. And be sure to check your other placements, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you can always be notified when I upload a new video. Also, until next time, Aries, love and light. Next is Taurus. Okay. So, uh, just trying to get some of these written down real quick. Okay, 1533 Taurus, welcome to Lit. This is your full moon and Aries reading. I will be doing a 2-card spread, okay? It's my first time doing this spread, so yeah. I enjoyed it for myself. So Holy Spirit, what passion or desire have Taurus been suppressing? What passion or desire has Taurus been suppressing? And also, how can Taurus express it unapologetically? How can Taurus express this passion or desire unapologetically? Thank you, Spirit. And we're going to get you an oracle message, Taurus. Oh, Taurus, message for Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. So, what passion or desire have you been suppressing, Taurus? Ace of Swords. So, the Ace of Swords speaks of like that aha moment. You desire or you're passionate about gaining information or acquiring information, clarity or truth in regard to something. This may be going back to school. This may be just researching something, getting the information. But the Ace of Swords is this isn't like the Page of Swords energy at all. This is something from God. So maybe, Taurus, you have a desire or a passion to receive, download information like from the divine, wisdom, or knowledge that can turn into wisdom once you apply it, right? Divine knowledge, divine wisdom. Clarify the Ace of Swords, please, Holy Spirit. Ace of Swords. Yeah. So we have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the Knight of Swords clarifying the Ace of Swords for this passion or desire that you have been suppressing, Taurus. And the Knight of Swords speaks of like ambition. It speaks of it's action oriented. It's driven to succeed. It's a fast thinking card, and it also represents defending beliefs. And it is being assertive. Okay, the Page of Wands is like inspiration, ideas, discovery, limitless potential, free spirit, exploring something, excitement, and freedom, right? So, you know what I think this is about? You suppressing, you expressing this divine knowledge that you receive. And, you know, you might have a desire to share it, maybe on a certain platform, maybe in a book, but it's actually something that you're inspired to do, but you're suppressing it. So let's find out how you can express this unapologetically. Seven of Swords. Um, you need to implement some type of strategy here, Taurus. Seven of Swords. A lot of sword energy. Clarify the Seven of Swords, Holy Spirit. Hold on one moment. Seven of Swords. from the light seers, because it can be strategy, it can be like some type of deception, but coming to light. But let me see here. Okay, so funny enough, and I love Light Seers Tarot. I'm still getting used to the definition for the cards. Although I do read intuitively, my intuition also works from the book definitions as well. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. But with this card, it speaks of taking only what's needed. And you got the Ten of Wands clarifying the Seven of Swords, and that's what it is. It's like, yeah, because the Ace of Swords can speak of clarity. You know what I'm saying? Like a clearness in the mental faculty, so that you're able to probably even express what needs to be said or what you would like to say or communicate, whichever form you would like to communicate it. And it's like you just got a lot there. And Spirit is saying strategically plan out what you would like to say. So say you want to start some type of podcast, get you your calendar out. How say you want to do an episode a week, plan it out, Taurus. I'll use Sunday because that's the day I record my podcast on. This Sunday, I'm going to speak about health and wellness in the area of physical fitness. Next Sunday, the second Sunday, I'm going to speak about health and wellness in the area of um, diet. The third Sunday, I'm going to speak about health and wellness in the area of using meditation. And the fourth Sunday, I'm going to speak about health and wellness in the area of self love practices. For example, that way you're not overburdening yourself with so much, and you can get a clearer picture on the direction in which you're going in, and you can move faster. Okay. um yeah, for some of you, once you do this, you're going to feel the weight being lifted up off of you. You're going to be more emotionally fulfilled. Okay, so let's look at your oracle message. Shadow work, forgiveness and unconditional love. All right. I thought I cut my phone down. That alarm was pretty loud. It takes courage to explore the disowned aspects of self, but it is well worth the effort. Forgiveness, unconditional love. Shadow work is a process of diving into the aspects of yourself that are disowned. It's an unearthing of unacknowledged emotions that are repressed due to their unacceptable or seemingly distasteful flavor, or expression. Your shadows are parts of you that needs to be loved. They need to be forgiven. Every part of you is divine. When this card comes up, it may be a shadow aspect that is asking for your attention and love. Are you feeling out of alignment, overly emotional, or are you self-sabotaging it? Oh yeah, that overly emotional. I had to stop right there because you have the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and when you couple that with the Ten of Wands, those are two tens, which speaks of the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. But also, it's like this can be like over overload of emotions. I'm seeing it as that as well. And maybe your emotions is too much involved in the process. Okay. Sword energy is intellectual, and it's like head over heart a lot of times. And maybe you are have your emotions too caught up in the whole process of it all. Take it as it resonates, Taurus. Um, where was I at? It is time to do the healing work to integrate this unhealed aspect that is impacting you in your life. The challenge with shadow work is assessing the shadows themselves. They are often hard to pinpoint, existing as a current or unconsciousness that is constantly running in the background, subtly impacting everything in our reality. Bring the shadow into the light by whatever means works best for you. Explore your feelings in meditation or while journaling, asking where the feelings originates in your body. Take your attention to the part of your body with the sensation and send love there. Or try writing freely, asking the shadow to reveal itself by describing the feeling or emotion. Allow yourself to feel the emotion and then give yourself love and full acceptance. If you are feeling bad about not living up to your own expectations, instead of berating yourself, love yourself completely and forgive yourself. Every aspect of you needs love and acceptance. This doesn't mean that we don't work to change the things that are no longer serving who we are becoming, but it is easier to shift things if we can accept what we have done and who we are right now. Your affirmation is: I am learning to integrate and extend love and reverence to my shadow self. I am sacred and worthy of infinite love. I'm learning to integrate and extend love and reverence to my shadow self. I am sacred and worthy of infinite love. Beautiful. So take that message as it resonates for you, Taurus. Maybe what you're suppressing has something to do with you being able to forgive yourself or another person, or you showing yourself or another person unconditional love at this time. Okay. So I hope that helps. Please like, comment, subscribe. And when you subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you can always know when I upload a video. And also watch your other placements. And until next time, Taurus, love and light. Gemini, welcome to Lit. This is your full moon and Aries reading. Two-card spread, the fire within. All right. So we're going to be looking at what passion or desire have you been suppressing and how can you express it unapologetically. Okay. So I'm going to go with my OG deck. Message for Gemini. Sorry about that, Gemini. My video had froze and then it unfroze while I was in the middle of refreshing it. But let's get into your reading. So, what passion or desire have Gemini been suppressing? Also, how can Gemini express this passion or desire unapologetically, Spirit? How can Gemini express this passion or desire unapologetically? And we're going to get an oracle message from Spirit as well for you. Okay. So, what passion or desire have you been suppressing? Seven of Pentacles. The desire to, I don't know, I just saw gardening. Um, but that's not what the message is about, gardening. But some of you may have a garden or have a desire to start a garden, okay? The passion or desire that you have been suppressing is your desire to invest in something. The to see something grow, okay? To see something grow. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Or Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you desire to grow something, see something grow, but it's like you get uncomfortable with being patient. Like you have probably like this escapism situation here with the Eight of Cups, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, or you abandon projects. Um, so it's like you desire to be able to invest the time and energy into something, but it's just something about you to whereas you make a decision or you plan a way to get out of it, to abandon it somehow. Um, so you take that as it resonates. Wrong dad. Take that as it resonates. This could be an area of relationships. This could be an area of building your money or your finances or something to that, regard. And Gemini, how can Gemini express it unapologetically? Express this desire to grow something. Okay. Five of Pentacles, which speaks of feeling left out in the cold. This can be like um, a poverty mindset, scarcity, low self-esteem. So for whatever reason, some of you, well, I'm gonna say for whatever reason, there is a reason, have like this abandonment issue here. And this is actually going to take some shadow work to remedy, where it's like maybe someone abandoned you or made you feel ostracized, left out in the cold or something, you know what I'm saying? And this action of wanting to see something grow, but not being able to put forth the energy and stay the course to watch it grow, being patient, you know what I'm saying, to allow it to grow. You happen to up and leave the situation and abandon stuff and escape, leave it behind. Finding for some of you, Gemini, you just find a reason like to be disappointed in it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like somebody did that to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in your childhood, you had to experience that. I'm sorry if that's something that you had to experience in your childhood. And I pray that you're able to do the work to get past that, work through it. Clarify the Five of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. Yeah. So this is like some type of self-protection. Um, we have the Five of Wands coming out to clarify the Five of Pentacles. but we have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which speaks of like maintaining control. Okay, that's what it's about. So Spirit is saying maintain control or get control of those, that strong. The Five of Wands is giving me the energy of like a strong, challenging emotion that you get, you know what I'm saying, and rise up in you, where you be like, yeah, it's time to throw in the towel. It's time for me to get up out of this situation. I don't want to I can no longer stand and be patient with this or watch anything come to fruition. Spirit is advising you to maintain control, and you have to figure out which way is that best for you to do. It's videos on YouTube that can talk about abandonment issues, people with, it's an attachment style. That's what it's called. So you might have an attachment style, Gemini, that cause you to abandon projects that you work on. You feel the need to escape, leave it behind. And you're able to express being patient, being express investing in something when you maintain control of that that energy that rise up in you, that's like, I'm done, I'm out, it's over, I'm letting it go, whatever it is. Take it as it resonate, my love, okay? So your message from Spirit is electrons, building blocks of the universe. This is literally one of my most favorite cards in this deck because it is so powerful. This is an an esoteric message as well. Electrons are the sacred out breath of the goddess or God that creates all of life. I rather say God, but to each his own. Building blocks of the universe. Electrons are the manifest magic of creation. They are the electronic light substance that fills the universe. They can appear as both particles, matter, and waves, vibration, depending on whether they are being observed. Electrons represent pure potentiality. They make up all of the physical matter in the world, but they also fill what we think of as empty space. Electrons are the God particle, carrying information across incredible distances. They are impacted by observation and consciousness, such as Dr. Emoto's water crystals. He found that when water was exposed to positive or negative words, the formation of the crystal, frozen drops, was distinctly impacted by the frequency of the words. These magical particles are what makes up your physical being, and they reflect what you believe about yourself. We don't always appreciate the inanimate objects around us, and we take for granted that they are created by the same holy substance that we are, electrons. We can intentionally charge and imbue our home and our objects with the energy of love and gratitude so that we are constantly surrounded by profound and infinite love. And you know what I was just thinking, Gemini, with you investing in your time and energy and things, maybe you would want to try to do what this card just said. Um, what did it say? We can intentionally charge and imbue our home and our objects with the energy of love and gratitude so that we are constantly surrounded by profound and infinite love. That really just stood out to me. Okay, when this card comes up in your reading, you are being put on notice. You are being reminded of your potential to impact your reality with your thoughts, words, and actions. You are a powerful manifester, and you must become aware of your ability to create both consciously and unconsciously. This is an opportunity to befriend the electrons that make up every aspect of our reality. Reflect on the understanding that this substance is the source of life, both manifest in form and existing in pure potential. What will you do with this power? Your affirmation is, I have the power to directly influence universal energy to align with my highest good and growth in every moment. I have the power to directly influence universal energy to align with my highest good and growth in every moment. So, you see why that's one of my favorite cards? I never really thought about all the tiny electrons. And I remember hearing a story, or it's not a story, it's an account, like when they were studying electrons, how they actually behave differently when they were being viewed. However, they were viewing them through like a telescope or something. But when the electrons with the electrons, I don't know how, something like I guess they didn't know they were being watched or viewed or something, but the scientists realized that the electrons, the tiny little particles in the empty space, could tell that they were being viewed. That's why this is eye is right here. It's little, it's so crazy, but that's consciousness, man. That is so wild. Like inanimate objects, really not inanimate. Like this is made up of the same stuff that I am. I mean, it's inanimate because there's no animation to it, but it's still made up of the same stuff that you and I are made of. And this is such a powerful message, okay? I think my daughter want me to take that chicken out the oven. Okay, that's why I have to leave my phone on. So now I'm about to put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so Gemini, I hope this message helped you. You were able to get something out of it. If it resonates, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel to become a flame and turn on your notification bell so you'll always be notified when I upload a new video or when I go live. And make sure to watch your other placements. I'm moving through these signs from Aries to Pisces. Okay, so until next time, Gemini, love and light. I'll be back. Gotta get this chicken out the oven. Cancer. Welcome to Lit. This is your full moon reading in Aries. So I'm doing a 2-card spread. It is called The Fire Within, and I'm going to ask the question, what passion or desire have you been suppressing, and how can you express this passion or desire unapologetically? So let's get started with your tarot. Cancer. Come on now. Passionate desire has Cancer been suppressing. How can Cancer express it unapologetically, Spirit? Thank you. And can I please have an oracle message for Cancer? There we go. Let me cut on a little bit. Okay. So what passion or desire have you been suppressing, Cancer? Passion or desire, the 9 of Swords. You know why I like doing these spreads? Because when you get a card like this, which is something negative in a position where it's, you like, well, isn't this something I would want to suppress? Isn't this something that and it's not a passion or desire, right? So it causes me to tune in to what Spirit is saying here. Sometimes I might need a clarifier to even get the message for real. But you've been suppressing. Wait, why I just hear going to bed? You've been suppressing going to bed. And I think that's what it's saying, Cancer. You've been staying up too late, babe. It's not necessarily, because I do read intuitively, it's not necessarily that you're anxious or in fear. It's the fact that you're up at night and you might have a lot of thoughts going on in your mind. Okay, my love? Being up late. And it's not like your passion or your desire will probably be to go to bed at a certain time. Look, I don't have Cancer placements, but this resonates with me because every night I got my alarm set. Start getting ready for bed, 9 o'clock. So I can go to be in the bed by 9:30. Read me a little book until I get sleepy. And then by 10, I'm out like a light. But every night it's a fight. That's what this is saying. And it's like I'm up until 12, 1 in the morning, and the cycle continues. So I can get up early. I need to go to bed early because I need a certain amount of rest, babe. That's just how I'm built. So clarify the 9 of Swords here. You need to go to bed earlier, babe. Yeah, so you got the 10 of Pentacles clarifying the 9 of Swords. And what I'm seeing here is that for you to experience some type of long-term success, Cancer, for you to have longevity, even, okay, it's important that you get the proper night's rest. And you've been suppressing going to bed. And you want to get the sleep, you want the rest, but you it's a discipline thing. You got the four of nothing. The Emperor at the bottom of the deck. The Emperor can represent discipline, babe, control, some type of structure, rules, discipline. It's ringing hard to me. All right. So let's see how you can express this desire to get more rest, get the proper night's sleep, you know what I'm saying, unapologetically. You got the King of Cups. unapologetically. Okay. So the King of Cups can speak of mastering your emotions, being calm. This energy is a calm energy. So Spirit is saying to, as I was just saying, it's so crazy. Come up with, because we got the Emperor for clarification at the bottom of the deck, which speaks of discipline, structure. So get some type of structure going for your evening, like create a routine for yourself. We gonna do it together, Cancer. I promise you, because um, I need to implement this into my life. But Cancer is the opposite of Capricorn, and I'm a Capricorn sun. So it's definitely resonating with me. And a nighttime routine is something that needs to be implemented to where your emotions can calm down. Because I think that's what it is. You might be still a little riled up from your day. Maybe you have some type of practice before bed that kind of excites your system, and you're not allowed to relax when it's time so you can get the proper night's rest. So, excuse me, Spirit wants you to master that and be able to calm yourself. Clarify the King of Cups. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, see, tarot is amazing. I was just talking about how, you gotta, when you do spreads, you gotta make it make sense. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So Spirit is saying to gain control over your emotions, like the King of Cups is, you know what I'm saying? Because clearly this has something to do with your emotions. You got a lot of thoughts going on at night. It don't necessarily have to be things that you're afraid of or fearful of. I'm reading this intuitively. But all these swords is telling me it's something going on mentally. But this is working, it could be working to get your health, because what I found out recently is that to be healthy in life, especially as you grow older, you need the proper amount of sleep at night. And like I said, this is in regards to your longevity, so it's important that you get the proper night's rest, Cancer. So we have the Justice at the bottom of the deck, which speaks of balance, right? So there needs to be a balance here. We have the Ten of Cups clarifying the King of Cups, which is telling me there's a lot of emotions going on during the time where it's time to relax and calm down. So come up with some type of nighttime routine. And like I said, I'm gonna do it too. One thing that I think should be a part of it is taking a hot shower or bath before to see, when you have a routine, Cancer, this tells your body, oh, I know what this means. It's getting late and it's time for us to get ready for bed. So it's time for us to get sleepy, get tired. You know what I'm saying? Take you a hot bath or a hot shower. You might want to drink you some herbal tea or something. I don't know. Put on some jazz, soft music. Get you a good book out after you took your shower. Rub yourself down with some oil or whatever your process is. But there's need to be something systematic that you're doing every night to let yourself know that it's time for us to get ready for bed. So your oracle message from Spirit is downloads, attunement, calibration, upgrade. All right. Some of y'all might be up getting downloads. Look, you might just be getting a bunch of downloads at night. You know what I'm saying? Everybody built different. So, the universe is constantly guiding you. Attunement, calibration, upgrade. What exactly is a download? It is the energy and information coming in from your higher self, guides, ancestors, angels, and pure source consciousness. You may also receive downloads from the earth, animals, trees, and plant life. It may feel like a sudden insight, understanding, or inspiration. It may be a light bulb moment or occur during your night's rest. Your divine blueprint, mission, and destiny are clicking into place. The time has come to align yourself with whatever truly serves your life and others in a joyful way. We are each being calibrated to our true forms. We are not these bodies. They are simply the magnificent vessels we are donning for this life experience. You are an infinite being residing in this life for a reason. During this specific place and time, you are here to shift the narrative, to bring the fire, to be the flood of revelation and evolution. This oracle features a lotus, which represents ever unfolding enlightenment, and the ankh, representing the eternal self. This card is asking you to pay attention to messages, symbols, and synchronicities such as repeating numbers, images, sensations, or other coincidences. Listen to your intuition. Ask your higher self to continue sharing wisdom and understanding and to guide you at each moment. You are on a path of spiritual liberation. We all are. It's time to trust your own knowing. This could also be a calling to reach out to a spiritual reader to dig deeper into your astrology, Akashic records, past lives, or other healing modality. I now receive, this is the affirmation, I now receive the guidance of my holy divine presence into my heart and mind. I have access to all that I need within every moment. I now receive the guidance of my holy divine presence into my heart and mind. I have access to all that I need within every moment. So, Cancer, that's the message I have for you. Start implementing a bedtime routine so your body will know, like, it's time for us to get ready for bed. Okay, babe? So please like this video, leave me a comment, let me know if and how this message resonated. If you don't mind sharing, turn on your notification bell when you subscribe so you'll know when I upload a new video or if I go live. And please watch for your other placements so you can get a full picture of what this new moon in Aries energy may usher in for you. All right, Cancer. Until next time, love and light. Leo, welcome to Lit. This is your full moon in Aries reading. Doing a 2-card spread. It is called The Fire Within. I will be answering the question, what passion or desire have you been suppressing, and how can you express it unapologetically? So let's get started with your reading. So far, I've been loving the messages. Whoa, this hopped out crazy, Leo. This card flipped out like a energy flipped this card out of my hand. That was, I wish I could rewind it, which I'm gonna play it back when I go to put the time steps in. That was wild. 2 of Cups. I don't know which position that was trying to be in, but I'm pulling them out intuitively with my and laying them face down. Okay, so it wanted to be seen. So Leo, you might have some type of love partnership in the works for this new moon. It might be ushering in a partner for you. New moon in Aries. Somebody might get the oh Lord, kahunas. I'll say kahunas. Thank you, Spirit. To approach you, come forward towards you, or you to them. Okay. This may be someone who is different from you. They could come from a different background or ethnicity. I messed that word up. Ethnicity from you, race, stuff like that, you know. What else? Spirit. Wow, Spirit really wanted you to get that message, Leo. So you might want to keep your eyes out for it. You know what I'm saying? This new love that or partnership that could be coming in for you. This could be anything though, too, in the area of finances or money. You know, you could be coming in alignment with a new job or career opportunity as well. So please, Spirit, what passion or desire have Leo been suppressing? Okay. How can Leo express this passion or desire unapologetically? That was the Page of Cups. How can Leo express this passion or desire unapologetically? And may I please get an oracle message for my dear Leos for this full moon in Aries. Oracle message spirit. Push this back a tad. Oracle message for Leo. That one. So, what have you? What passion or desire have you been suppressing, Leo? Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity, a new venture to a new financial opportunity or venture to make for something to grow. You know what I'm saying? A new project, a new venture. This is something new. And you've been suppressing it. This could be a manifestation as well. How do you suppress a manifestation? A sabotage. Have you been sabotaging something, Leo? Preventing something to grow? Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, Holy Spirit. The Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles? What Leo, passion Leo, or desire Leo have been suppressing? Why is it the Ace of Pentacles? My leg itching. Oh, okay. Well, you've been suppressing some type of remember the Two of Cups flipped out when I was shuffling? Well, yeah, I was just starting to shuffle and the Two of Cups flipped out. So this speaks of a choice. You've been suppressing making a choice to begin a new venture or a new opportunity and a love connection. And this could be with someone who you have a history with, someone that you know, familiar with. They may be somebody from your childhood, someone you went to school with, someone where a family friend. You guys may have been in each other's life for quite some time now, basically. But also, you desire this person or this opportunity, but I feel as though you're thinking too much about it. It's like you're up in your head about it too much, Leo. So, Spirit, how can Leo express this desire or passion unapologetically? Ha! Listen, I'm done. I'm freaking done. What? Leo, did you see that? Now you know that card. I said, wow, that flipped out kind of crazy. Like a force, like some type of force pulled that card out the deck and let me see it before the beginning of the reading, which I don't even understand what was the significance of me seeing it beforehand, but it was prophesied. So make an offer. approach this individual, Leo. Have a exchange, emotional exchange with this person. The staff of Hermes right here is Mercury, represents communication. So I feel like this is a divine connection for whatever reason, Leo. This is significant because this connection is significant. First of all, you got the lovers at the bottom of the deck for these, okay? The lovers. Then how you can express it unapologetically, you get the Two of Cups, which is two people coming together. It's a mutual respect here. There's understanding between the two. There's an emotional balance here. This is a meaningful connection, a soulmate. This could be reconciliation between two people. So look at this. Do you see that? I don't know if you, and look, the way this man's hand is in the image, it's as though he's asking for her cup or asking her to trust me, accept what I'm saying here. It's like if we were to press play on this picture, there's this dialogue going on here. So it's really giving me the picture that someone needs to approach someone else and express their feelings, their emotions, or their love or interest in another. Maybe you need to give up an apology to someone. But I feel like it's you, Leo, that needs to take action. Action. Clarify the Two of Cups, Holy Spirit. Why's the Two of... You wanted that Two of Cups to be seen? Oh my gosh. And this is someone, like I said, they may be different from you or come from a different world, quote unquote, than you. Because look, this image looks like the High Priestess. She's dressed like the High Priestess in the Rider-Waite Tarot, okay? This person is dressed like more, I don't know what you would call this, but it's totally different than the High Priestess. And blue is like a spiritual, and tarot, it represents spirituality, okay? Some type of spirituality. It's the water, okay, which is intuition or emotion, you know what I'm saying, which is intuition. And this other person is different, you know what I'm saying? Clarify the Two of Cups. Ha. Yeah. So look, the sun is clarifying this Two of Cups. All right. So spirit is saying how you can express this passion or desire unapologetically is by taking action, being positive, being happy, um, just this fun, friendly energy, but taking action. All right. Something got to be changed up here in this dynamic. We got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. And I'm not getting this as like chaos or destruction, but it's like something needs to be shaken up here. Okay. Your message from Spirit Oracle message is ceremony. Oh my Leo, you about to get married. You about to get, let me stop. But look, a ceremony? Babe, come on. The signs are all here. This is a significant connection. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ritual, celebrate devotion. I got chill buns. That's why I love tarot, because this is for real, man. This is for real. This ain't for play. Look, life is a ceremony. Ritual, celebrate devotion. It's time to devote yourself to another person, Leo. A ceremony is a formal or sacred observation. Most conventional ceremonies are for marriage, graduations, baptism, and other significant life events. In this context, ceremony is a ritual or sacrament, something that is possessing a spiritual, sacred, and possibly mysterious significance. A ceremony can be an event where people come to pray, to work with the moon, to dance, drum, to connect with the earth, ancestors, creator, etc. It can also be a sacred ritual that you create for yourself, maybe doing candle work, a new or full moon ritual, making offerings to ancestors, or a myriad of other ways to align to the sacred through an intentional act. Through the act of ceremony, we remember the sacredness of life. We honor each other and remember to revere our brothers and sisters. Ceremony brings a profound feeling of communion with the holy being within each of us and parts the veil so that we can see the divine in each other. When this card comes up in the reading, it is a call for a ceremony in your life. For some of this may mean attending a church service, and for others, it may mean going to a sweat lodge. This can also look like setting sacred space for yourself and taking a spiritual bath or meditating. The sacred wants to be invited deeper into your life. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Make life a ceremony. So, this is a candle ceremony, but I won't get into that because this is, sometimes you get an affirmation, sometimes you get another message. But all right, for those who this may want to hear it, clear your space, ringing a bell, smudging. Then create a small sacred space on a flat surface using your special item. Write one or more intentions on a piece of paper. Take a candle of any size and speak these intentions into the candle. Place the paper under the candle holder. Then light your candle, excuse me. Finish with meditation, mantras, dance, or whatever feels right. And by the way, I have done that candle ritual before, and I got it from this card. So listen, I got the message, Leo. I'm a Leo rising. But either way, and woo, this is Leo card. I didn't even mention that. Like, I didn't even really put two and two together, but this is Leo. So you're hearing your power, Leo. This is a message of love for you, boo. This is something that is you've been suppressing this new beginning here. I don't know if it's because it's somebody who, I don't know, but with the Six of Cups here, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, you know what this could mean though too? Yeah, you've been feeling this way about this person for a long time. It may not even be necessarily somebody who you know from your past or that you grew up with or might have been in your vicinity. You may not have even known them. I think Spirit is just saying this is someone who you've been interested in or thinking about starting something up with them for a long time, Leo. And Spirit is saying with this new moon in Aries, it's time for you to take action and go for it, babe. Hey, I got your back. Okay. With that being said, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a new video or I go live, which I often do. And even though I'm ending the live Q&As this month, I'm still going to do like probably one free question, and then it'll be like $5 for a second question, something like that. But I'll definitely still be going live. What else? Please be sure to watch your other placements. All right. So Leo, that's your reading. And until next time, love and light. Now we're on Virgo. Welcome to L.I.T. This is your full moon and Aries reading. So we're going to be doing a 2-card spread. It's called the Fire Within spread. I'm going to ask the question, what passion or desire have you been suppressing? And the second question I'm going to ask is, how can you express it unapologetically? It being this passion or desire. Okay, so let's get into your reading. I'm going to start with the tarot. I'm going to intuitively pull your cards out, lay them face down on the desk for each position, and I'm also going to pull you a oracle message, which have been so juicy, like, oh my gosh. So this is Virgo. Spirit, what passion or desire have Virgo been suppressing? What passion or desire have Virgo been suppressing? How can Virgo express it unapologetically? How can Virgo express it unapologetically? I'm still tripping on the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Also, what oracle message do you have for Virgo, Holy Spirit? These messages feel so good. I feel so honored to be able to read them and take it all in. The insight, the wisdom being offered through these oracle messages is just profound. There we go, my love. So, first question, what passion or desire have Virgo been suppressing? Is this a passion or desire? Not initially. And that's what I was saying to another sign. That's why I'm doing these spreads. It's new to me because it gets you to tap in, tune in. So how is this a passion or a desire that you have been suppressing? You've been suppressing moving forward, leaving the past in the past, getting over something, letting something go, accepting something as this, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward. Virgo. Yeah, baby. This could be, something traumatic that you experienced. This could be a heartbreak. This could be some type of grief, sorrowful situation, some type of disappointment, letdown. But it's almost as though you're still there emotionally, okay? And those emotions are being suppressed. But you've been allowing yourself, it's like freedom is there for you. But you've been suppressing the desire to move forward and letting it go. And just intuitively, I feel as though that you feel that if I let this go, then it makes it okay. If I let this go, then it's almost like, for some, not all, you're punishing yourself by staying here. It's like something subconscious that you're doing, but it's like you don't want to let yourself off the hook about something. That may not resonate with all of you, Virgo, but for some of you, it's like you're holding yourself hostage on purpose emotionally because you can't get past it. You won't let it go. And you are suppressing the freedom to move forward. Clarify this Five of Cups, Holy Spirit. Five of Cups for this desire that Virgo have been suppressing. Five of Wands, bottom of the deck, which speaks of some type of conflict, disagreement, strife. But the Knight of Pentacles clarifying the Five of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is something that is diligent, it's routine. Oh. Okay. Come on through. Come on through. Okay. At first, what I got was after conflict or some type of disagreement, and this could happen in our lives at any time, right? Where we have a disagreement with someone, where we might not be. Look, I just look to see what was at the bottom up under the Five of Wands, and it's the Five of Cups again. So, okay, um, letting go of some type of conflict or disagreement, okay, but it's like moving past it. You may be having some type of regret over something. Um, this may involve finances. Why? Because I see the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles up under that. Okay. Investment that probably went south, or some type of financial investment in regards to anything, something that you could have invested your time in and it didn't work out. Okay. It didn't pan out. And so you're still like in that energy of grieving, feeling that loss. And this may have been something that you was hoping would take off quickly. When Spirit is saying here, slow and steady is the best route for this. Okay. But also what I'm getting here is that often when you get into some type of disagreement or something doesn't go your way, you it's not like you pout about it for a long time, but it takes you a while to let it go, to release it. Okay, so you've been suppressing, allowing yourself to be free from disappointments, letdowns, any type of challenge, right, that you may experience. It's like you take it personal, you take it to heart. For some of you, you may even begin to talk down on yourself or something. Um, you may feel like a failure, because I'm seeing the Magician right here. This is Mercury energy. This is your energy, Virgo. You and Gemini is the Magician. And the Magician talks about the willpower, confidence, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that you can manifest, you have all the tools you need to manifest your desire, right? To bring it into this reality. And I think that sometimes you can get down on yourself. You feel like, you in the dumps because something didn't pan out or work out. And you're not allowing yourself to be free from that after something transpired. So how can you express this freedom, desire for freedom, or to move past something unapologetically? Seven of Swords. So this is it's speaking of strategy, mental strategy. So what this is telling me is like, and this is literally something you can do. I don't care how it may sound or far-fetched it may sound, but get you an action plan together, Virgo, because if this resonates with you, this message, then you know what I'm talking about, and you're used to pouting or staying in a low vibration when something don't pan out or work out. Because this is something that happens often. It's your routine, okay? And you can strategically come up with a plan on how you're going to respond to things when they don't pan out and they don't turn out the way that you thought it would, okay? And remember, everything happens for a reason, okay? Clarify the Seven of Swords, please, Holy Spirit. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and for those of you where this is something financial that you continuously put your money into, it maybe but I don't see the devil here, which would speak more about like an addiction to gambling. So this is more maybe it's some type of maybe you do investing. I'm trying to think of something that you could be routinely putting your money into, but it builds slow over time. And maybe you have actually lost money by doing this, and you end up in this Five of Cups energy. And it's like you won't allow yourself to get up out of that. It's like you allow yourself to be too long in this space of grieving over the loss. um and spirit is saying be more strategic with your investments, be more strategic with where you put your money, um and take your time with building your wealth. I don't know if you're doing like some quick get rich quick stuff and experiencing some type of loss repeatedly with that. um but spirit is saying be strategic with your long term investment into something with where your finances is concerned, but also in the area of if it's a conflict with someone else, or you find yourself often conflicting with one particular individual or maybe other individuals, because it's the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck with the Three of Pentacles. So the Four of Cups can speak of being disconnected, and the Three of Pentacles can be from like a team, a partnership, a collaboration. So it's like, think of the long term effect of allowing yourself to be in this energy, this apathetic energy here, where it's like, I don't even care anymore. You do what you want to do. I'm not speaking. I'm still hung up on what happened in the past. I'm not, over it yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's the message I'm getting here. Come up with a plan, Virgo, that's going to help you to move through these emotions and process them um, smoother, so that you're able to allow yourself the freedom to live and be happier. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a plan, Virgo. That's what you do. You get organized, right? You know how to organize things, you plan things, and strategy is your best friend at this time. So your oracle message is nourish, feed your body, mind, and spirit. Wow. Wow. Who would we be as a people if we truly nourished ourselves and each other? Feed your body, mind, and spirit. What does true nourishment look like to you? Take a moment to define what self care looks like for you. Is it connected with food, love, supportive interactions, healthy habits? Now, listen to this. From what I just Okay, sorry about that, Virgo. My video froze. I had to refresh it. But I was about to say something in regard to this card. Make sure you listen to what this card is speaking on, because it really goes hand in hand with what I was just talking about, being in that energy of not being able to let go of the losses and the hurts, or something to that effect, where you're down in the dumps after a conflict, you know what I'm saying, with another individual or whatnot. So listen to this. What does true nourishment look like to you? Take a moment to define what self-care looks like for you. Is it connected with food, love, supportive interactions, healthy habits? Open up your being to receive love from your own heart and from the source of life. From a place of being, love nourished there is more of a natural tendency to take care of one's body, mind, and emotions. When you are nourished, when your cup is full, you are able to then nourish those around you in a way that doesn't feel depleting. Start where you are, hug and kiss yourself. It may feel silly, but why are we not taught to show the same affection for ourselves? that we are expected to share with others. It is not selfish to take care of your own needs. When this card shows up in your life, it is a gentle reminder to take extra good care of yourself. Self-nourishment takes many forms, and so tune in to determine what you need from yourself. This card may also be a reminder that one of your relationships may be in need of your attention and maybe some gentle care. So there is a breath work with affirmation. It's called box breathing. This is a term that describes a form of pranayama. Pranayama, where you breathe in, hold, breathe out. Hold all in equal measures. For example, breathe in for 4, hold in your breath for 4 count, breathe out for a 4 count, and hold the out breath for a 4 count. With each section of the breath, you can say an affirmation internally, the same one or changing with each section. Some examples: I am safe, I am abundant, I am healthy. Or I am loved, I am empowered, I am peace. And finally, I am rested, I am worthy, I am source. Tell me that card don't go with this. You can't tell me that, Virgo, because it do. It do. It does. It matched the message tremendously. So, Virgo, that was your reading, your new moon, not new moon, your full moon in Aries reading. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if the message resonated with you. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel to become a flame, and turn on your notification bell so you will always be notified when I upload a video or if I go live. And also, Virgo, please make sure to watch your other placements so you get more of a full picture of how this full moon energy will work for you. Okay? With that being said, until next time, Virgo, love and light. Libra, welcome to Lit. This is your full moon in Aries reading. I will be doing a 2-card spread, and it's called the Fire Within spread. I will be asking Spirit the question, what passion or desire have you been suppressing? And the second question is, how can you express it unapologetically, that passion or desire? So with that being said, let's get into your reading. Libra. I will be intuitively pulling out cards, laying them face down on the desk for each placement, and I will also pull you an oracle message. That has just been so beautiful. Okay. Libra, what passion or desire have Libra been suppressing, Holy Spirit? Thank you. And how can Libra express this passion or desire unapologetically? Thank you. Also, can I please have an oracle message for my dear Libra? Libra is my moon sign. I resonate a lot with moon sign readings. So that's why I'm like, watch all your placements. Even my North Node, I watch those videos. I start watching those lately. And my North Node is in Virgo, and they be on point. So Sun, Moon, Rising. I watch my Venus sometimes, which is Sagittarius. What message do you have for my dear Libras, Holy Spirit? What message do you have for my dear Libras? Thank you. So, what passion or desire has Libra been suppressing? Libra, you? Come on, you're a Libra. Partnership? No, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Okay, so, this could be a couple different things, Libra. You may be suppressing your desire for marriage. You may be suppressing your desire for a life partner. You may be suppressing your desire to be in joy. This energy is celebration because the Four of Wands is joy and celebration because they're literally having like a party here. They're celebrating. You see the people in the background over here, and look at they got their little uh flower bouquets up in the air. Like, yeah, this is a portal here. Okay, and they've stepped over into this new portal. Okay. Does that resonate with you, Libra? Excuse me. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo, or maybe you have some significant Leo placements. But Libra, does that resonate with you? Are you suppressing some type of romantic connection, partnership, being married? Clarify the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, Lord have mercy. What does the Three of Wands have to do with this Four of Wands? Expansion. Three of Wands speaks of expansion, or maybe you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting for something to show some results, some fruit or something. If that is that the case, Libra, clarify the Four of Wands. We got the Knight of Pentacles. The Fool at the bottom of the deck, taking a leap of faith. King of Pentacles underneath that. Security. Why is the Knight of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Wands? Because the Knight of Pentacles speaks about like sowing seeds, taking your time, because it's the one, like, I think it's the slowest moving card in the deck, the Knight of Pentacles. So that means like being efficient, being responsible for a long term, a routine, efficiency, conservation, conserving, because it's about conserving your energy. The reason why the Knight of Pentacles move like this is diligent, is methodical, it's like taking my time, being productive, doing this routine. It's short and steady wins the race. And the leap of faith at the bottom of the deck. But why would you have a problem with taking your time, I would say, with expansion into a partnership, a marriage, or a commitment? Clarify the Four of Wands. Eight of Wands, bottom of the deck. This could be success. This could be speed, rapid action, movement, quick decisions, changes, swift changes. Are you worried about the change? Okay, look. See, the story is coming to light for me. Oh, it's really coming to light. Oh, man, look. It's coming. Look, remember I said three? It's all coming here. I see it now. I see it, Libra. So, So Spirit is saying you're suppressing, getting into like this it's like a committed relationship for real, some type of partnership. The Four of Wands, this could be like something serious. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that is it that it takes time to develop, and you're suppressing, like sowing into it so it can expand and grow? Is this something you're already involved in? Some type of romantic connection, maybe taking it to the next level? I don't see, but I did see the Three of Wands, which speaks, I said it first and then it came out, speaks of expansion and growth. Because I'm thinking like, would that have to be the Hierophant, leveling up, you know what I'm saying? But no, Spirit is saying just taking something to that next level in a committed relationship, um, working towards that, or even committing to something. Well, let me show you this. We got the Nine of Swords that came out to clarify the Four of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles here and the Nine of Swords. This is something that there is some type of anxiety or fear in regard to you being responsible in this way. There's some type of fear or worry or anxiety attached to it. With the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which speaks of speed, moving forward in a particular direction, okay? Making a decision, manifesting quickly. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is something being in divine timing is also the cycle turning, okay? But it's change. Okay, this is about change with you, Libra. Okay, I'm gonna just cut to the chase. Change, working in collaboration with somebody, building something together, open doors to success. Okay, collaborating with somebody to build something. This is balancing decisions. You can't really decide. You're juggling mentally about this. Okay, Four of Wands, Four of Swords. This speaks of rest. This speaks of solitude, retreat, relaxing, contemplating. You're thinking about. It's like you're stuck in your mind about this. Three of Wands, which ended up coming out after I talked about the growth and the expansion. Okay? The progress. Waiting for, what are you waiting for, Libra? Because the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. It's like you didn't surpass the planning stage with the Two of Wands. Three of Wands is you're preparing. Okay, use this for an example. You're going to take a trip to the Bahamas, okay? So you make your plans. I'm staying in this hotel or Airbnb. I got my flights booked up, and I plan to stay at this hotel. I plan to stay in this Airbnb or whatever the case may be. I plan to wear these outfits, go to these restaurants. You got your whole thing set up, right? The preparation, which is the Three of Wands, would be I'm booking the Airbnb, I'm booking my flight, I'm getting my itinerary together, making my reservations for excursions or whatever the case may be. That's more so preparing for something. So this speaks of being in that stage where you're preparing for something, but you feel like it's a burden. It's too much to make the preparation. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So we done went all the way in the back because it was telling a story, Libra. It was giving me more insight about this. Like, what's the problem, babe? Why are you suppressing this? So how can you, Libra, express this energy of the Four of Wands unapologetically? Two of Swords. Tap in. Tune out distractions. Is something distracting you? We did get the Nine of Swords, clarifying the Four of Wands, which is worry, fear, anxiety. You could have nightmares. And I'm not laughing. It's not funny. I'm saying you could have nightmares about being in a committed relationship or in a marriage. Maybe we got hopelessness here. Maybe it's the feeling that you're going to be trapped. You can still be free in a connection, in a marriage, Libra. But this is your energy, air energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So we have the Two of Swords, which speaks of how can you express this Four of Wands energy unapologetically? Spirit is saying to get clear, make a decision, and go inward. I don't know. I'm almost in the mind frame that this is someone who you're dealing with currently, and you won't make a decision. It's not about somebody who you want to approach. It's like taking something to the next level, quite possibly. You know what I'm saying? Clarify the Two of Swords, Holy Spirit. Courage. There you have it. The Emperor speaks of stability, structure, practicality, and you have strength, clarifying the Two of Swords, which speaks of, that's Leo energy, which speaks of courage, having an inner strength to overcome these fears, worries, and anxieties. And always know that you can get the help you need through some type of therapy, shadow work, you know what I'm saying? But whatever is causing this fear, anxiety, or worry about, it feels like being tied down is something you have a problem with, where you feel like it's just too long term. It just go too far out if I take this step. You know what I'm saying? But clearly this is something that can be overcome, because I feel as though that you really love this person with the strength card coming out. This is my strong love card. When I see this, Spirit tells me that there's a strong love here. Okay. We have the Aries energy here with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So let's see what Oracle Message Spirit has for you. Innocence, inner child, play, and nurture. So childhood wounds could be at the center of this. Okay. What you may have seen in regard to your parents growing up, their connections or romantic relationship, and it could quite possibly cause you to not even want to settle down or be in a committed relationship. And it's not for everyone, but this is the message that Spirit has for you today if you're watching this video, so it must be for you. There is a spark of pure innocence deep inside every heart. Inner child play, nurture. I forgot it's a typo in this book. I believe that whatever we have done, whoever we have been, there is an aspect in each of us that is pure innocence. We each have an inner child that lives deep within our hearts. No matter the problems and difficulties, no matter how hard your life has been and how much pain or trauma you carry, your innocence is indestructible. It cannot be tarnished or taken away because your innocence is the beautiful light of your ever present soul. We can all access this part of ourselves with a true desire to explore and open our hearts. The process of recognizing the heart as the source of our purity and then healing and expanding the heart is an incredibly rewarding experience. So that's what it is, Libra. Your heart needs to be healed. Okay. There needs to be some type of exploration done here and healing that aspect of you. We live in a world that is in disease, and we have been through much trauma as individuals and as a collective, which is why this work is so important. You may be able to go on this healing journey on your own with honest contemplation, journaling, forgiveness, meditation, and other healing work. But do not fear if you don't know the way. There are incredible healers, shamans, and medicine people on the planet at this time who have come into their bodies specifically to help us heal our hearts and access our innocence. Innocence is a superpower. It is a purity, a state of non judgment. This card is asking you to connect with this aspect of yourself. Give yourself permission to play, have an adventure, to be spontaneous, but also be gentle with your expectations of yourself. The affirmation is I reclaim my innocence and allow it to lead me to wonder, joy, and love. Libra, I reclaim my innocence and allow it to lead me to wonder, joy, and love. The Four of Wands speaks of joy. Remember, I said that. So that's the message I have for you, Libra. Please like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this message resonates. And subscribe, become a flame. Turn on your notification bells when you do so you will always know when I'm on live or also when I'm just uploading a video. And please watch your other signs, Libra. And with that being said, until next time, my love, love, and light. I was about to end the video. I need to turn my light on before we get to Scorpio. Scorpio, welcome to Lit. This is your full moon and Aries reading. I will be doing a 2-card spread. It's called The Fire Within. I will be asking Spirit, what passion or desire have you been suppressing? And asking Spirit, how can you express this passion or desire unapologetically? So we're going to get started with the tarot. Passion or desire, Scorpio, been suppressing. How can Scorpio express this passion or desire unapologetically? And can I please get an oracle message, Holy Spirit? For Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio, what passion or desire have you been suppressing? Eight of Pentacles. Another sign got the Eight of Pentacles. It was either Aries or Taurus. I think it was Aries. So you might want to check Aries. Watch Aries too if you have Aries placements. I really think it was Aries. If it wasn't Aries, it was Taurus. They got the same card in the same position, but it was with the Light Seers Tarot. But this with this deck, this is speaking of some type of diligence. This is some type of focus. This is some type of work. Being focused on some type of work or task. You've been suppressing it. The desire to focus in on something, to steadily work towards building a skill, like polishing your skill with something, sharpening your skill with something, focusing your energy towards it so it can be sharpened or grow your development in something. This could be anything, love. It could be a workout routine. This could be staying on a job for a prolonged period of time for some people. It could be sticking with a regimen with eating. Oh, one moment. I want to say a diet, but I don't believe in diets. But it could be a way of eating, though. Three of Pentacles leapt out on the floor. Leapt out on the floor. Okay, so let me clarify this Eight of Pentacles real quick. Why's the Eight of Pentacles what Scorpio has been suppressing? Okay. All right. See, I love the way Spirit showed me stuff in the cards a lot of times to just help your girl out. Help me to get the message. So this has something to do with your upbringing, Scorpio. Um, See, okay, there is this poverty, and this is subconscious, babe. So don't try to fight me or argue with me on this. I'm just telling you what Spirit is showing me, and this is in love. But this is some type of memories from childhood, okay? In regard to you might have experienced some type of financial loss as a child, or you may have been in poverty, lack. There's some type of lack mindset here. Um, which it works with you in a way to whereas it causes you to not invest yourself into something that can build a growth. It's like a self-sabotage thing that you have here, Scorpio. And it's not your fault, babe, because like I said, this is childhood memory. It's subconscious. Okay. And it's more in line of some type of self-sabotage. Oh, did you hear my stomach? Um, so Spirit, how can Scorpio express this desire? There's a desire to build, to accrue maybe finances or to have some type of stability because you're focusing in on what you're doing and you could be diligent about it. But this subconscious, it's a lack mindset here. It's preventing you from doing it. So how can you, Scorpio, express this unapologetically? You got to push out and expand past what you grew up under, what you saw as a child, behaviors you may have learned as a child, thought patterns in regard to finances, work, even like, it don't even have to be anything laborious or back breaking. It's just being committed to something. It could even be you suppressing, sharpening your skills in regard to something that's going to come through you being in a routine, doing it over and over again in repetition. And it's just that you lack the desire to do so. I mean, you have the desire to do it, but you're not putting forth the energy to get it done. But like I said, it's something that you saw growing up. It's something that you experienced growing up, keeping you from moving in that direction. The spirit is saying, expand past that. Take some type of action to move through that energy. Six of Swords just flipped over. Some type of healing here that needs to be done. Moving forward, in the direction of some type of healing, expanding in that regard. Clarify the Three of Wands. Yeah, there needs to be a sudden change here to take place. We have the Tower coming out, clarifying the Three of Wands. And the Tower is Mars energy, and Mars rules Aries. Okay. Oh, for some reason, it's like you be expecting and waiting for the other shoe to drop. You be expecting and waiting for some type of chaos or something to shift quickly when you're working towards something. And I know exactly what that's like, because when I was younger, I had a fun day out with my best friend and her family at Geauga Lake. This is, I think Geauga Lake was like in Sandusky, Ohio. But I grew up in Cleveland, right? Part of the time I grew up in Cleveland. And when we got back, we was gone all day at Geauga Lake. When we got back to the house, um, my mother tells me, pack up your stuff because your father coming to get you. You moving to Georgia. I'm like, what? I mean, just like that. That that single incident. Immediately, I'm bursting out in tears. Me and my best friend snotting, crying. We just had this wonderful, elaborate day at Geauga Lake. I mean, had a ball, laughing, having fun, riding on rides together, having the time of our life. And I tell you, as soon as I walk through the door, my mother tells me, pack up your bags, you're getting ready. Tonight, you're leaving. You're moving with your dad. And it wasn't because I did something wrong. It was because of something that was going on in the house that was out of my control, and I had to go to where I could have some type of safety, security. You know what I'm saying? It was traumatizing. And this is what I feel like you might have went through something in childhood that, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else got a message so similar to this, and I think it was either Taurus or Aries. But it's like expecting for the other shoe to drop, expecting for something to shift suddenly and change. And this is a part of a lack mindset. Okay. It constricts you and it closes you up in fear. All right. And it holds you and keeps you in this one spot here. But Spirit is saying you got to expand from that. Okay. There needs to be some type of shift in your thinking and your mindset in regard to long term, or taking the time to develop something through the years, through the months, the weeks, however long something would take to develop a skill, a talent, a gift, whatever it is, Scorpio. And it's like Spirit is saying you have the power here to do it, to invest, to plant the seeds, to sow the seeds throughout a course of time to accomplish this. And what message do you have for Scorpio? Meditation, contemplation, peace, and communication. I have access to infinity within myself. Contemplation, peace, communication. There is no one way to meditate. Meditation is not just about emptying the mind, it's a chance to reflect on what is happening in your mind. It is also an opportunity to take, excuse me. It's an opportunity to take a few minutes to drop into your heart and body, to connect with your spirit and maybe even your guides and ancestors. It is a deepening of your understanding of who and what you are. Meditation may feel overwhelming to those who have tried it once or twice and have been frustrated by their seeming inability to be focused. Please don't give up. For those who have a hard time being still, I highly recommend doing guided meditations. There are a myriad of options for anything you may need. My favorite is the free Insight Timer app, but there are many on YouTube and other websites as well. This inner space is also where you explore your shadow. It is where you can find the places that need healing and love. Meditation is an excellent canvas for creating an abundance mindset. Oh, did I not say this stems from a lack mindset, scarcity mindset? Gosh, thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Meditation is an excellent canvas for creating an abundance mindset and for setting your deepest desires free to manifest into the field of possibility. Please be gentle and patient with yourself. You can't do it wrong. It is an ongoing learning process, and there is always more learning to do. Also, be alert. If you are prone to falling asleep, do it while sitting. When this card comes up, it is reminding you that you have access to all that you need within yourself. So the meditation here is set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes and then close your eyes and follow the path of your breath from your nostrils into the lungs and back out, or scan your body, feet to head, and experience how it feels inside the space of your body. Let me read that again. The meditation is set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes and then close your eyes and follow the path of your breath from your nostrils into the lungs and back out. Or you can scan your body, feel feet to head, and experience how it feels inside the space of your body. So, Scorpio, that's the message I have for you. Your full moon and Aries reading. Please like this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this message resonates with you. Subscribe to become a flame and turn on your notification bell so you'll always be aware of when I post a new video or when I go live, which is quite often. But also, please be sure to watch your other placements. And actually, you're going to be the last sign I do for today. I need to do something else this evening before it gets too late. And I'll finish the rest of these readings tomorrow morning. So with that being said, Scorpio, until next time, love and light. What did I just press? Hold on. Oh.